Okay, so the next step is to start actually designing our map or our project layout. Now from here, of course, you cannot start designing your map right at this window. We need to open another window so as we can start designing our map. So from here, what we need to do is to go to here at the project and click here at the new print layout. Okay, so that is the first option. So the next option is to click Control P. Of course, you are going to have the same window. So from here, you need to enter the name of your print layout. So for me, I'll just call it a water layout, a water project, whatever. So from here, water project, I can just click OK. So this window here is going to appear. As you can see now, we have two QGIS windows. So the first one is this one, and the other one is the window that we actually going to use to design this map or this project layout. So from here, what we need to do is first to make sure that we introduce some few setups or settings. Let me click somewhere in this window. So for me, let me click page layout. Okay, so select a page layout here. So we have some few page size or page setup. So the first one, we need to specify the size of the paper that we want to print our map or our layout. For me, I want to print my layout on A3. Of course, you can even maintain A4 if you wish. So for me, I want to go with this A3 paper size. And also, as far as my layout goes, I think orientation, I need to maintain it as a landscape. So that is a first step. So landscape, then everything is okay. So for now, this one here is okay. Then the next step here is to make sure that at least we need to import our drawing. So as you can see, this is our drawing. We need to import this drawing into this project layout window. It's actually very simple. What you need to do is to click at this. So on the left panel here, you can see you have several options or tools, but what we are interested with is this one here, which is written add map. If you hover your mouse, you can see that it is written add map. So I'll just click this, then I'll just drag my map on this area. So okay, so on this area here, so this is our map. What I want to do is that this area here will be occupied by our map, but this area here we want to include all other important parameters like title, north direction, legends, and everything. So I'll just maintain this and I'll just leave this area the way it is. So from here, we need to increase the scale so as we can magnify this layout here. Okay, so to change the scale, we can just go here and select layout. Okay, select the layout. Actually, we need to click it first. So item properties, you can see we have here a scale. So let me take it down to this one. Actually, let me put here 1. Okay, so this value, it's quite big. We need to reduce this. 9, at least now. As you can see now, if I try to move this layout, it's not possible. So I need to find a way where I can move only this layout inside of this rectangle. So to do that, what I can do is to go back here and select this one. It is written move item content. I just click this one and you can see now I can move my content. Okay, so this is what we have. Let me check something here. So is there any way we can increase them? So there is nothing that we can change. So my scale is okay. You can even play with this scale just to make sure that you get the product that you get the end product that you want. So for me, I think this one is quite okay. Okay, so the scale now is okay. What I need to do is to go back and select this. Okay, so what I need to do, as you can see, the offset. Okay, so this offset here is quite small compared to this one. So the distance between from this rectangle to this area and the distance and this distance here, so this one here is quite big. I need to reduce it somehow. Okay, at least this one worked fine. Okay, so the next step here, so the scale now is okay. So the next step, what we need to do is to go down here. Let me scroll down here and click the frame. Okay, so the frame, just to make sure that we have this little frame here. Then I need to go back here. So click at this one here. Then we need to go back here. So the frame is now active. The other thing that we can change, okay, so the item properties. So on the item properties, I need to go back here. So the frame now is active. I need to introduce the grids. Okay, so the grids, I'll select this one. Okay, so let me click on the grids if I can change anything. So on the grid, I need to add a grid. So let me click plus, then from this grid here, I need to modify. So this window here is going to appear. So the few things here that you need to keep it in your mind is that the first one here is the interval. So the interval, we are going to use the map units, and also this one I just maintain the way they are. So what I need to do here, let me play with these values here, the intervals, the grid intervals, sorry. Let me play with them and see what I get. So if I set here 0.4, actually 0.5, you can see now this is what I am having. So let's introduce on the y direction. I need to introduce the same values. Let me put here 5. Okay, so at least now I have my grids. Okay, I have my grids. So what if I play with them? Let me change it to 4 and see what I have. And again, this one to 4. It seems as though the, okay, so let me change it back to 4. Let me change it to 4.5. Okay, so 4.5. At least now everything is okay. So these are our grids. Okay, so from here, what we can do is just to click this again. It's just to click this again and go back here, layout. Let me go back to the grids. So this is our grid that we created. Let me click here, modify. Okay, so from the grids, now you can see these grids here. At least let me try to reduce its opacity. So line type or line style, let me reduce its opacity, at least to make sure that our project layout is visible. So if the opacity here is 100, you can see it's not that impressive. We need to reduce the opacity at least to make sure that our project is visible. Yeah, just like that. It's quite faint, but at least. Okay, and then let me go back. So let me go down here. You can see for now we don't have frame. Okay, we don't have frame. Let me introduce the frame from here. So the frame style, let me set it to zebra. So for now, this is what we are having, but I don't like this style. But if you like it, then you can maintain the way it is. But for me, I need to go with the interior ticks. Of course, feel free to play with these other options, but for me, I'll just go with the interior ticks. Okay, so the next step that we can change, let me play with this frame line thickness. Let me increase and see what I have. No, I'll just maintain it the way it is. I don't think there is anything here I can change. Okay, let me put here 0.5. But I don't think if there is anything that I can change from here. So I'll just maintain the frame line thickness to 0.3. Okay, so the next step here, let me scroll down again, scroll down. Okay, scroll down. Then we need to draw the coordinates of. Actually, this is very important. Let me draw the coordinates. Just take this. By default, it is off, so you need to turn it on. So draw the coordinates. I need to tick this. Okay, so as you can see now, we have our coordinates. Okay, but one thing here that you can notice, the font, so the coordinates font is quite small. I need to increase a little bit. So let me go back here down. You can see this one is written font. I need to increase the font a little bit. Okay, so from size it is 10. Let me take it to 15. You can see now this is what we're having. And not just that, you can see now on the left and right, our coordinates, I want them to be horizontally. So I need to change the way these coordinates are aligned on the left and right of our layout. So let me go back up here. Let me go back. Then on the right, I need to show my my coordinates vertically. So vertically ascending. If I click vertically ascending, then you can see now this is what I am having. I'm going to do the same thing on the right side here. So on the right side, sorry, on the left side. So the left side is this. I'm going to do vertically. Okay, so if you look here closely, I need to increase a little bit the distance from this frame all the way to this coordinates. I need to increase a little bit and see what I have. So let me find where I can increase. You can see the coordinate precision I just maintained to, so the distance to map frame. Okay, so the distance from the coordinates to map frame, by default it is 1. Let me change it to 1.5 and see what I have. 1.5 from 1. Okay, let me change again to 2. You can see 2 is actually 2 is quite small. Let me take it to 5. Again 4 to 3. So you can just play with it and see what you are getting. So for me, I just maintain it as 3 millimeters. So the distance from the map frame to the coordinates, just maintain it with 3 meters. So the coordinates precision, of course, we can change. By default it is 3. I need to increase a little. Let me put here 4 and see what I have. So I'll just go with 4. Okay, so the precision is 4. Of course, you can leave at 3 if you prefer. And the next step here, so we have done with the coordinates. I need to go down here and see what I have. I don't think if there is anything interesting that we can change from here. Okay, so is this what I need to do next? Okay. At least for now, things they are okay. So at least for now, it's making sense. But as I said, on this area here, I need to introduce. So this is the area where our title, our north, and our legend, our north direction arrow will be allocated. But I need to be a little bit creative here. Let me see what I can do. I need to introduce a rectangle here. Okay, so a little rectangle on this area and see what I have. Okay, and see what I have. So from here, I just go here to add item at the top, add item, and select add shape, then rectangle. So on this area here, so if I just want to make sure that it's aligned perfectly with this frame. Okay, so on this area, I need to introduce here a rectangle, just like this. Okay, so now this is our rectangle. But if you can see now, we have some another issues here. You can see these coordinates, but in this area, this is not good. We can opt to turn off these coordinates here, just to make sure that at least we don't have this situation. As you can see now, we have these coordinates, so we can turn this off. So let me click here. Let me click here and go to item properties and select grids again. So let me go back here to grids and modify grids, modify. Then let me go back, let me go down here and select the right the right coordinates. So I don't want to display the coordinates on this right side here, so I'll just click this disabled. So at least for now this is what I am having. Okay, and at the bottom, okay, so at least for now we need to solve this one, then we'll come back to this area if we want to change anything. So this is our rectangle. So let me go back to my rectangle here, but what I need to do now is to introduce the north direction, the title, and everything. So for now, let me introduce the north direction. So the north direction, I want it to be at this area here, at this area. So let me go back here to add item, click. Then I want to add arrow. I want to add the north. Wait, so okay, so I want to add the north arrow. So at this area, then I'll just click. Okay, so this is our arrow, but I don't like this. Let me see if I can change anything. Okay, so I want to go with this one. I prefer this. Okay, and I want it to be at the center. I want it to be at the center. I want it to be at, okay, so it's not working. I want it to be at the center. Okay, so I think now it looks okay. So after the north, I need to have here a title. So to add a title, what you can do is actually very simple. Again, we need to go back here at the add items and select add label. So just right click this, and this is what we're having. So the title here, you can give the name of your project. Okay, the name of your project. So for my example, I'll just call it like XYZ or ABC project layout. Okay, but for now, as you can see, it's quite small. We need to increase the font size. So project layout, then full stop. We need to change the fonts. So it's simple. Just double click it. Just double click the title. Then this window here is going to appear. So from here, we need to change the appearance, and on the appearance, we need to change the font. So just click this fonts and at least change it to bold. And font size, okay, it's kind of makes sense, not yet. Then select font, increase to 16. I think this is quite big. Actually 14 will work. Okay, so this is what we have. So this is our title. Again, make sure that it is in the middle of this rectangle. And what you can do is to add a legend. A legend somewhere here. So to add a legend, again, it's quite simple. What you need to do is to go here at the add items, then select add legend. I'm going to select here. Then from here, I can even click just like this. Okay, so what QGIS is going to do is going to pull all the information that are in this window here and take it to our map design window. So from here, it's actually very simple. What we need to do is to click this. First, we need to disable the background. So at this area, we need to disable the background because otherwise it's not going to be good. We need to click this and disable the background. Disable the background. At least now it looks good, but we have so many information that we don't want. So the first thing here is to click it again, and we need to turn off this. Otherwise, you will not be able to edit this information. So because I want to change these properties here, what I can do is to click this auto update and turn it off. Okay, so now as you can see, so if I turn it on again, you can see this icons here, they're not active. So I'll just turn this off just to make sure that these icons here are active. So from this you can even delete some features that you don't want. Okay, and if you want, you can rename them, but for now what I can do, I want to remove everything that I don't want on my map. Okay, so let me check. Okay, so here I don't think if there is anything that I can delete. I'm not very sure, so let me see. Remember this, so this line here is the rise main. We need to change this at least to present it as a rise main. So from here I'll just click this and click this edit properties. You can see here edit properties, and then I want to rename it to rise main. Just rising main. Then go back. You can see now it looks good. And again, I want to change these dotted lines. I want to find them. Where are they? So branch number 5. So branch number 5 here, as you can see. So branch number 5, branch number 4, 3, and branch number 2, they all have the same line type. So what I need to do here is to delete the rest and just remain with one. Okay, because there is no point you need to maintain all of them while they are represented by one line type. So I'm going to delete this branch number 4. So to delete, I just click here minus. So branch number 3, and again I'm going to delete this branch number 7. Branch number 7. Where is branch number 7? This one I want to delete it. And again I want to delete branch number 2. Okay, so for now I have only this branch number 5, which present this dotted line. So from here, branch number 5, I want to rename it. Okay, so this dotted line presents the lines that are taking water from the main pipe to the distribution points. So I need to rename them as a distribution pipes. Of course, you can find the name that you want. I just name them as distribution pipes. Okay, so every dotted line present the distribution pipes. Now from here I need to change something. So the main pipes here, as you can see, they have this thick black line. I need to delete them and remain just with one. So as you can see, this is branch number distribution main 2. I want to remain only with this distribution main 2, and branch 1 I want to delete it. Branch 1 I want to delete branch 1 because I don't need it. I want only to have one item. So one item with a thick black line. So I want to get rid of this. Okay, so this one I'll just edit it and call it, okay, let me call it a gravity main. Okay, but it seems as though we have something here. You can see now you have this distribution line with dotted line at our legend. Also we have this branch number 6, so we need to remove this branch number 6. It seems as though we forgot to delete it in the first place, so I want to delete this. Okay, so now it looks okay. Again, with the water points here, I need also to edit. So the storage tank, I need to, okay, so this is so this symbol here present the storage tank. I also need to edit. I want it to be at least proposed storage tank or storage tank. It's okay. And also I need to include here its volume. Of course it's 90 meter cubic. Okay, I'll just click back, and again, so this was the borehole. I need to change this to change its name. Of course, it's a ball, but I need to change the name a little bit. So the borehole, capital B, borehole. And again, the other thing that we can change is this water points. So remember the square, so this square symbol here presents the water points. Okay, water points. So from here, what I can do is to select this and click edit properties. Okay, so I'll just select this and I'll call this as a distribution points or public distribution points, or just distribution points. Distribution. So these are the points where people are going to fetch water. Distribution points, in short, DPs. Okay, so it's done. And again, proposed storage tank, borehole. Okay, and even this one, I need to edit this cartograph. Remember, the triangle here presents the cartograph, so I need to edit this. So from here, I'll just call this as a cartograph. Because this is the place where cattle or animal go and drink water. Okay, so cartograph, then go back. You can see now we have everything intact. Let me take this. Okay, let me see if there is anything that we can edit. It seems as though this one here. Okay, so from here, at least I need to edit this. Click enter. Yeah, at least now it looks good. But one thing here that we are still missing, we don't have a title. So I'll just double click this again. Then I need to go and find the title. Okay, find up the title option. So the title, I think it was okay. So it was this one. So I need to change the title here. Let me call it a legend. So this is the legend, or you can even name it as a key. So this is the legend, and I need also to change its fonts. Okay, title alignment left, I need to be at the center, and also you can even change the fonts if you wish. Let me put it bold and see what I get. Yeah, not bad, but you know. So for now we have our legend, and let's make sure that it is in the middle. As you can see, the blue line there indicates that at least now it is in the middle. So this is our distribution. So let's see if we can do something here. Let's assume that I want to move this borehole at the top. At least now I want to move this proposed water tank at the top, and also this cartograph, and also this distribution point. Okay, so at least now it is okay. Then okay, so for now what we are having here is a north arrow. We have a project title, and also this one here is a legend. Okay, legend. So this thick line presents the gravity main, as you can see. Also this one here presents the borehole. This line here presents the rising main. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do here is to add the scale, because you cannot have a map without a scale. So we need to add a scale here. I'll just go here and just go again here to add item. Okay, add item and select the scale. Let me find if I can see the scale here. Of course it must be here. Okay, so this is the scale bar. I'll just click this and of course come back at this area. So this is our scale, but I don't like the way it is. Maybe we can change something from here. Let me click this, and this one here, item properties, we need to see if we can change. So the scale by units, we need to change it into kilometers. Of course, if you prefer, you can leave it in meters. I want to change it to kilometers. And again, we have some very important, so label units km, it is okay. So these segments, so this one here is very important. We need to have at least few segments. So from 0 at the right, we need to have not just 2, we need to add like 3 or 4, or maybe 3, and see what we're having. But I don't like the way it is. I need something different. For now we have this this appearance, but I don't like it. Let me go back here and add the display. If I'm not mistaken, the display, I don't think if there's anything. Okay, so let me check if there is anything I can change at the display. Display, no. Okay, so actually it is in this area style. We need to change it from a single box to, okay, so so the double box, I also don't like this. Let me change it to line tick middle. Also, I don't like it. I want it to be line ticks up. So you can just play with these options here and choose what you prefer. But for me, I want it to be this way. Okay, so I need to allocate it in this area at least. Okay, this area. Okay, so this is our scale. Of course, you can change it the way you prefer, but I think for now it is okay. Let me check if there's anything we can change. Label unit multiplier, just leave it as 1. Let me go back here to down display. If you prefer, you can even include the frame, but I don't see why we need a frame here. So I'll just turn this frame on my scale off. And again, maybe what if we add another step? So what if we add to 4, or from the right we add it 4? I think this one looks good. Okay, segment. So we needed to add a segment. Okay, let me take it back to 3. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, let me put it down here. Okay, so for now, so far so good. We managed to have the title, we managed to have the north, the legend, and also the scale. So the next important thing that we need to do, we need to specify. On each map, you need to mention who was the cartographer. So we need to find a way to add here a cartographer. Not just a cartographer, we need also to mention the data source and also the date. Okay, so when was this map was drawn? So what we need to do here is very simple. We need to go again here at the add items. Of course, you can even use the left toolbar, but I think the add item is very simple. I need to go here and select the add label. Okay, the add label. At the bottom here, I can add this. Then I need to specify here the cartographer. I'm not sure the cartographer or drawn by. I just mention here the name, of course, Lodrick, L. Thomas. So this is the cartographer. Also, we need to mention to specify the. We also need to specify the data source. Okay, so the data source here, let's say Google Earth. Okay, so you just make sure that you mention each and every source that you use to collect this data. And the other one here, I need to mention the date. Okay, so for the date, I need to mention here October 2021. At least these are the data. Of course, you can add more data if you prefer, but I think these ones are very basic. And from here, what you can do, but it is quite small. It is quite small. Maybe if I can even increase the font. Let me see if I have the fonts options of. I'll just go here to item property. Just double click this and go to item properties. Let me see. Okay, so on the font, I need to increase a little bit. Let's say 12. Okay, 12. At least now it is visible. And make sure that it is in the middle. Okay, So this is our node, title, legend, and also this metadata or the information pertaining to this map. Cartographer. Okay, so far so good. This is what we have. So for this rectangle here, if you can even change its properties a little bit. So let me click this rectangle and see what I can change. Rectangle corner radius, you can even change the corner radius if you wish. Okay, the corner radius if you wish. I just put here the corner radius to 3. Okay, so this is what we have. And again, we also need to do what? But I don't like the way we have these grids here. I want to reduce the opacity of these grids. Okay, let me go back here to the map, select grids and grid, modify grids. Okay, but I don't like the way it is, so I need to reduce the opacity to 0. The opacity to 0. Yeah, so I just leave the way it is. Okay, so this is our simple map. Maybe if there is anything that I can add. Okay, so here what we can do again, let me move this up here, and also let me select this and move it around that area, and also let me take this one here. Of course, also this one is the other option you can do, but I prefer to leave it the way it was. Okay, so this is our project so far. What else we can do? This one, I need to find a way. Okay, find a way. This is our project. This is our project. So far so good. So if you take a look at this layout until now, you can see this is the this is our project layout. So we have a legend here, we also have a title, the north direction, and also we have this information here. And not just that, we also have the scale. Okay, so as you can see the legend here, so this dotted line is this one, which is present the tank, and also this one here present the proposed. So this is the borehole, as you can see here, and also this one here are the water points. So if you wish, you can change the information. You can even introduce more changes, just to make sure that you get something that you prefer. Okay, so this is our end product. As you can see, we managed to produce this project layout by using QGIS software. Of course, there is always a room to improve, but so far so good. At least it is somehow impressive. Okay, so what we need to do from here is to make sure that at least we save our project in PDFs. Okay, so we need to save our project as PDF. You can even click here, you can see we have this export as PDF, or you can even go here to layout and select export as PDF. So either way, I just prefer to go with this one. So we need to save our project as a PDF. So this was my folder. I need to save it as a PDF. You can even rename it if you want. Okay, so I'll just click save. So the other option that you can save is you can even save it as a JPEG, of course as image, of course export as image. So the first one you can export as PDF, and also you can export as an image. So from here, just click image on my folder, then I'll click, you can even rename, then save it. So if you want to embed your project on a Word document, you can use this option. So I'll just click here save. Okay, so from here, let me go to my folder where I saved everything. So this is our PDF document. As you can see now, it is ready for printing. And also this one here is the image. Okay, so this is the image document. How beautiful it is. So this is how we can use QGIS to come up with this project layout. You can use this project layout to show anyone how your project is going to appear after implementation. And of course, you can use the same approach even if you want to present or you want to prepare the map for the existing water project. It is very, very helpful. Before I let you go, just go to my channel. Hopefully you'll find some other interesting videos for you to watch, from EPANET, Google Earth, all the way to Corporate and all other stuff. Just go there. Hopefully you'll find something impressive for you to watch. That being said, I'll see you there. Thank you so much.